What is happening to Bill Gates, one of the world's richest men alive? I think about fifth on the table with more than 200 billion in assets, according to Forbes. But if you know how the world works, Forbes is mainly very much inaccurate. So Bill Gates might be worth close to way more than just 200 billion. But what is actually getting our attention is how Bill Gates seriously, really want to get poor. He said, I do not want to die rich. I've never seen a billionaire crying to be poor. Crying to be poor. Oh, God is great. So now you have seen one, Bill Gates. He said, humans, I do not want to get rich. I want to be poor. Please, I want to be poor. This is not the first time he has rededicated his wealth in helping humanity, mostly healthcare, agriculture. That's what he want to dedicate his wealth to. Nothing more. He said, I want to be poor. He has give billions and billions and billions and billions of US dollars to the world, to the point he keeps getting richer. He doesn't know why he keeps getting richer. He honestly wants God to stop his riches. He said he wants to be poor. He do not want to die a rich man. Maybe somebody, a pastor from Nigeria or somewhere, have told him that in order for a man to go to heaven, a rich man to go to heaven, for a rich man to go to heaven, it's like an elephant passing through the eye of a needle. So maybe Bill Gates wants to be as thin as thread, remove all the fat and all the riches from his body so that it can be as thin as a thread, so that it can pass through the eye of a needle. That's what he wants to do. He has possibly seen a lot of things that we do not know of. Check out this headline. Bill Gates said, I do not want to die rich. Bill Gates announced that he will donate 99% of his wealth, 200 billion US dollars, to Africa through his foundation by 2025. His goal, an end of preventable material and infant death and deadly infectious disease. That's his goal. But over the years, okay, before I start going into the propagandas, let us read some other headlines as well. So billionaire Gates have announced he will give 99% of his wealth, of his 200 billion fortune to Africa. He always talk about Africa. He always want to help Africa. He always want to give to Africa. Africa, 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 Africa. Hear him speak, guys. Hear him speak.
Said publicly, and in fact, one thing that I haven't said publicly before is that, as we think about the priorities and the great partnerships we have, the majority of that funding will be spent on helping you address challenges here in Africa. And so that's how I intend to focus all of my work for the rest of my life.
Africa, 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 Africa. Recently, he visited one of the Africa country and he was awarded. In Ethiopia, he was awarded one of the highest award of the land. And not just only that, he also came to Nigeria. He is currently in Nigeria. And the president awarded him one of the highest awards in Nigeria. And they spoke and they discussed. That is Bill Gates. They discussed. He said, I want to be poor, oh God. Why many are begging God, please make me rich. I want to have money. Please, please, please make me rich. Here we have a man begging God, please make me poor. Make me poor. Is it really that difficult for Bill Gates to make himself poor? Thinking about that, guy, is it really that difficult? If I was Bill Gates, to make myself poor, if like a poor man mentality that I don't have money, if I was Bill Gates to make myself poor, I will start transferring money to people's account immediately. With my poor man mentality, but that's not how it works. Because once Bill Gates decide to start handing out money, people will lavish it and use it unreasonably. 80% of people will lavish the money. And meanwhile, sometimes, if you decide to just give this country 2 billion, give this other country 2 billion, I bet you, not a kobo will get to the hands of those people who really need it. The politician will loot everything. So, you guys need to understand the angle Bill Gates is coming from. I want to be poor doesn't mean he wants his wealth to get to the wrong hands. Because he can decide if he wants to be poor today, he can decide to be poor today. Send the money out. Then he just close his eye. He's already a poor man. No. Vultures will eat the money. The needies will not get that money. So it's not that easy for Bill Gates to be poor. He really needs to be poor in a way that he knows that the money is actually imparting the people, not imparting greedy politicians, not imparting greedy charity homes, not imparting greedy foundations who all they know is to buy cars for themselves, buy things for themselves in the names of charity organization they brought. So you guys need to understand where Bill Gates is coming from. It's not that easy for Bill Gates to be poor again. I don't want that kind of wealth, guys. It's not that easy for this man to be poor. You say they want to be poor, but it's not that easy for him to be poor. Damn. Why people will kneel down and beg for such wealth? It is not that easy for this man to be poor. And he wants to be poor by all means. People say they are propaganda. Bill Gates has contributed to a lot of malnutrition, to a lot of this and this and this, a lot of diseases, this and this, a lot of reduction of humans, childbirth and all those things. All those are propaganda I do not really know of. Maybe I will really read into it. But let us forget about that. Let's go to another issue. Amechi. You guys know this man, Amechi. Amechi said, we are all hungry, every one of us. If not hungry, I am. If you are not hungry, I am. So, for those of us in opposition, if you want to remove the man in power, president, we can do it. That's coming from Amechi, former speaker from Rivers, former governor of Rivers, and former minister of information, minister of transport for 8 years. You know, somebody like Amechi for me is making hunger in Nigeria look like a mockery. When a rich man speaks of hunger, it looks like every Nigeria, we are just joking about hunger. Because the politicians, how they think, the politician in power say, look at them, they say they are hungry, but look at them. They have acquired everything and yet they are hungry. That's how they see it. So because of that, it kind of like make us who are actually hungry, make us look like jokers as if we're not hungry. Amechi shouldn't be in any place speak of hunger on behalf of Nigerians. You were in power. You were part of the system. You were everywhere in power, and yet you speak of hunger as if you are just coming. You just saw hunger. You don't know how the crew in the politics works. It makes us feel like a joke. Well, let's listen to him though.
It doesn't matter whether all the people that served under me were from the north or south or east. What was important is how did you change this country? Growing up, people don't, you as young men, I will tell you what you didn't enjoy. Growing up, we had NANS meeting in Kano. We started the meeting 12 midnight, finished at 6 a.m. It's okay. Sad. SS does not arrest us. Each person go find your way back to BUK. We had it in a private house. I missed my way in Kano, but I don't know where is BUK. I only saw somebody, a man from Kano. Where is BUK? The person took me to Kano, BUK. If it's not, they will kidnap me. Look, the ordinary northerner who is a Muslim, has no problem with the ordinary Southerner who is Christian. It is when it comes to election, they will tell you, so let them show you in Islam, where it says, don't say with a Christian. They cannot show you. They will only do that and say, this man is a Muslim, go for him. Now you have Muslim ticket. Let Muslim market come out now. It can't. We are all hungry. All of us are. If you're not hungry, I am. You may laugh. So for us, the opposition, if you want us to remove the man in power, we can remove him from this power. When we are students, we organized the national protest against Babangida. We organized protests against Buhari. And believe me, there was no north and south in the students. The protests that shut down ABU, University of Nigeria and Soka, University of Lagos, the meeting took place in Kano. When we finished the meeting at night, everyone was told to go back to the school and mobilize school. Once the national president addressed a press conference, all of us were on the street. You will see a northerner, young, handsome northerner, with a young, handsome southerner, feeling free and eating the same kind of food. Today, we are poisoning the minds of our young men. Even them can't even debate themselves. We were able to debate ourselves. Whatever I am today in terms of radicalism is Dr. Chidamota. Because if you read sociology of literature, it's about Marxism. It's about socialism.
Well, he spoke well, but that hunger matter. To say Nigerians are hungry. We need to feed Nigerians. Finish. I will agree with that one. Don't say you are. If you are using you are ridiculing the whole hunger name. You understand? See, Nigerians are hungry. We need to feed Nigerians. Understand? That I will support you. You are not hungry. Don't do you. Don't put you. Don't put you. That's the bone of contention inside there.